Hey y'all, I'm Flint.
And I'm Lena.
Welcome back to Queer Dice Rolls, the podcast where two queer, neurodivergent, and chronically ill bards try working out their pasts, identities, and problems, one conversation at a time.
Join us as we, once again, fail our deception checks and share just a little too much.
Lena.
Hi, Flint.
Wow, it sure is, 2026, and things are happening.
Yes, they are. And how do we cope with that?
Mostly by not looking at tiny screens and instead playing legacy board games.
Oh my god, it's so true. I feel like y'all let us know, because I feel like there are other people who also cope this way who probably listen.
Yep.
Because in the winter, that's all I want to do is like play something cooperative, usually.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to not... I love playing video games, obviously, but, like, I just need to, like, touch real things and be absorbed in something with my family for a little bit, you know?
Yeah, and it, like, I know it always helps me with my seasonal depression because it promotes, like, critical thinking and doing something outside of yourself.
Plus, Kiddo's old enough to play Ticket to Ride Legacy with us now, which has been really cool.
First of all, if you haven't played Ticket to Ride, fix your life. Second of all, it's my favorite board game.
You can, if there is a physical, like, ailment that's impeding you from being able to sit at a table, there is one, like, on the Xbox and computer and stuff.
It's great. You can get it on Steam or on the Xbox, and the Xbox one you can play on your phone, so you can like see all your individual tickets and stuff. It's great. But anyway, we love trains because neurodivergence. So no, that's me.
I was about to be like, wow, we're going there. Okay.
No, that's me. But it's a great legacy board game. It's a really fun version of the America board, and you get to like build out the board and change it, and there's story.
Like, and it's fun because you change the board as you go, and there's all kinds of stickers and stuff, but like there's also events for each region that you add. So like there's a circus train and like a haunted train and things like that, and buried treasure. So it's been fun. It's how we've been spending time together.
Yeah. So. And we just finished Clank Legacy 2.
That was honestly dope. I loved it. It was a lot, though.
It was a lot.
It's honestly scratched a little bit of the itch of missing playing like Pathfinder or D&D or another TTRPG over the break. Because, everybody has their holiday stuff, and it's hard to get together to do that. But that's how complicated it was. And
it was like set in already a very like D&D adjacent kind of world and had so much story, so much more than I expected. Yeah,
individual stories, overall plot stories that you 100% impact based on your decisions. But the games took like, basically once we got past the first couple games, the games took like 3 to 5 hours.
Yeah, they were super long.
But we really enjoyed it. It was just conflict.
Hashtag conflict.
Yeah. Nothing like terrible. It was just like, when you've been playing a game for 4 hours and then you realize that you about to die or somebody's like done something that's gonna screw you over, you get a little mad.
Yeah, you might get a little pissed. But it always happens. That's why it's like it's nice to play with Kiddo, because we're playing Ticket to Ride like open hand because they don't like competition.
Well, because also like they're they're an age where they're beginning to be able to plan and keep track of something as complicated as like having 4 tickets in your hand and how many cities you have to hit. How do I do that efficiently and all of that? So like it's not. We tried playing, normally, and it just wasn't fun for them because they didn't have the same level of practice that we've had with this game. But also, like, it takes this higher level of thinking that they're just starting to develop the skills for. And so it's been really fun to kind of, over the games, watch Kiddo get better and better. Like, they just got second.
Yeah, they've honestly been improving, like, a lot. When they, like, pay attention and are, like, trying.
Yes.
They improve, like, so much. And it's been nice to play it again, because the three of us, adults, played it, 2 years ago? Was it 2 Christmases ago?
I think it was 2, because we weren't here.
Yeah, like, we played it 2 years ago, and they've made some slight changes to the rules, which we enjoy, but it's the same board, so it's, like, familiar, but we're playing it in a very different way.
Yeah, and we all get to, like, there were elements of the board, like, I didn't get to participate in last time, and, well, like, each of us didn't, because, like, there's, you know, just circumstances, and as the board gets bigger, it's hard to participate in every single thing. So
we're affecting it in a very different way this time.
Yes. It'll be neat to compare the two boards.
I know, I'm so excited.
I also, like, I love the board games because it's giving me the opportunity to be stressed in a controlled way.
Yes.
And to let go of it. Right. There's a productivity to it, which is very therapeutic for me personally. And it's not a thing I can do physically right now, which is a bummer, but I'm, you know, still working on it. But
yeah, games are fantastic. And I will say, just a plug for the Stardew Valley board game. If you, like, live alone or don't have people that want to play board games with you or something, that's a great board game to solo play. I solo played that a lot.
Available? I thought you said it wasn't.
They've started printing it again, I believe.
Oh, neat. And we really like that one. We played that one until, like, we kind of got tired of playing that one, so I'm sure we'll pick it up again soon. But it's so fun because it's co-op, first of all, which is just highly recommend. Like,
or like Pandemic. Pandemic is great for co-op too.
It's just really nice to sit down, work together, and feel productive, and spend time together at the same time, right?
Yeah.
Plus, you can have your little jobs. Like, it works. Stardew Valley actually works really well for being chronically ill. Like,
yes,
because you can participate and just have a job. You'd be like, I'm just gonna fish, and that'll help in some way, or I'm just gonna mine, and that'll help in some way. But I can't think right now. That's always really nice. That accessibility. I will say that is definitely not a quality of Clank.
Oh my god, Clank took, like, so much brain power. I was exhausted after those games.
Yeah, there were a couple games where I know that I wasn't processing what was happening. And I would I couldn't hear you guys anymore. I was like, I don't know what's going on. I'm just going to do my best.
Yep, I feel the same way. There was, like, one day that I felt like, because it was, like, near my period or whatever, I was just like, I feel so stupid, and, like, couldn't remember anything, and I was just like, oh my god.
We were all tired. I mean, we were tired because, like, that was, like, right after a bunch of news stuff too.
Yeah.
So, like, all of us were a little dumb because we were really, really stressed.
So, if you want to play Clank Legacy, maybe wait until you have some more spoons, unless you're, like, really ready. But Stardew Valley is very easy entry level, or easy barrier to entry is what I meant to say. And so is Ticket to Ride, honestly.
Stardew Valley's only easy. I'd say Ticket to Ride is a far easier barrier to entry. It's what I would be like low medium barrier to entry. Stardew Valley is high medium because it's only easy for you because you've played the game so much.
That's fair.
I'm not gonna lie, the first few times we played it, I found it horribly overwhelming how many things you had to keep track of and how many things were going on. So I just did what I was told.
Yep, I knew the lore. If you've played the video game and you know the lore, you will pick up the game no problem. If you don't know the lore, you're correct.
Anyway, we've been getting some messages from people, which we really appreciate. And we know that you guys really liked hearing from Mirth last week. I'll definitely keep doing that segment for everybody because I know that I need him right now.
Yes, we love Mirth.
We really like hearing from you guys. It's very encouraging. So
it is. We need it. Like,
if you have any thoughts on the board games we're talking about, or your own ways of coping with everything that's going on right now,
please give us more ways to cope.
Because the world is rough right now, my loves. we've just really been enjoying it. It feels nice to know that like it's helping a little.
Yeah, you can text us, you can email us. Mercutio will say the email at the end of the episode as per usual. And if you don't listen to the ending every time, just know I record it every session.
Yeah, they all change. Like,
Yes.
a lot of it's the same, but there's like little bits of it and that change. So
It's my favorite part.
I know. She's trying to make me laugh this time when we were recording it.
I didn't even know why you were laughing, but I had a great time.
Because you made prolonged eye contact with me after I hit the record button. And then like threw your head back and went, hello, and like started your segment.
Love this show.
Mm-hmm. It's just
The power of silence and eye contact.
Yeah, the power of silence and eye contact, truly.
I think my professor in college, Rich, always used to joke that because there are 9 viewpoints. One of the things that I learned in the 10th viewpoint, he would joke is gaze, and I think that that's very true.
Wait, gaze or gaze?
Maybe you think whatever you want. Okay.
Anyway, we have a lot to cover today. So, and a lot of corrections. So we should probably get to those, and get started back with what's going on in Omu.
But first,
A word from our characters.
welcome to our newest segment, Corrections, where we correct anything that we fucked up.
Or forgot.
Or forgot, yes, thank you, Mirth. So, looks like we have a few corrections from Bartis this week, and Mirth, you're starting.
Thayans as a nationality don't have any special on-death effect. Individual red wizards might have made some pacts with less savory entities, or might be undead of types that have such effects.
You did see an entire cadre of red wizard apprentices fly off from a shrine on a pillar out in the middle of the lava. On your way into the shrine of Obalaka, we saw a huge tornado throwing creatures and bodies up in the air, and after the mansion rest inside the shrine, as everyone was stepping out, we saw the cadre flying off from that shrine, but no detail like what they carried, if anything.
Obalaka is lawful neutral, and Ajin is also neutral, just chaotic neutral.
The pool was the portal between the sun room and the moon room in the shrine of Obalaka, and the cube was in the moon room, i.e. not in the light.
Elara defaulted to protecting Saren, unless y'all needed her for something.
And Adon's weapon and the grove where it was found are dedicated to the tripartite goddess Angharad. Elastrae is the daughter of Araushni, who becomes Lolth, and was the goddess that Adon was courting from long before the weapon was found. And that's all of our corrections for this week. Join us next week when we will be back with, I'm sure, many, many more. Well, back to the show.
And we're back.
We're back! Welcome back to Omu, everyone's favorite vacation destination.
Is that what this is?
I mean, I don't think so. I don't know why that woman said that.
God, what a nightmare town. Yeah, so we left off with some Thayans and fighting, right?
Yep, we did Thayans, we did fighting, and then we slept in the mansion, and River and Mirth did all that fun memory work stuff, and we got 2 cubes so far.
Ooh.
2. So we got up the next morning. We already went over that. Like, we got up and we decided we're gonna head northwest towards the palace.
Yes, because that's where we'd seen a lot of hullabaloo over several days.
And we figured there would be more shrines up there.
Yes, because we technically had a map.
Yes, we did.
But it really was not clear what buildings were until I think our 3rd or 4th shrine, and then we were like, oh, their shrines look like this.
Yeah.
So, and it's almost pretty big. Like,
it's quite large. Many miles.
mm-hmm.
I'm sure Bardis knows the exact square footage.
Yeah, probably.
But, or square mileage, rather. Square acreage. Some measurement. So.
Squares.
Squaddles? Puzzle time.
I know. I don't think we hit very many in this segment of stuff.
No, we don't.
Because we find something else.
Yeah, we get off on one might say, quite a large tangent at the beginning of, the beginning of a large tangent.
Yes.
So we head northwest. We find a shrine. Ooh. So it's the shrine of Moa. It's south of Unk's shrine, south of the flail snail.
What animal is that?
A Jakuli, or a jungle snake.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
So we got up there, and before we got into the shrine, we had a small fight in an alleyway, very casually. Dawn was tracking and following signs of snakes. Mm-hmm. So, or like serpentine like tracks.
Yeah, and it was like, was it Yuan-ti?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we found some Yuan-ti in this alley, some Malisons, and had a fight with them. And we dealt with that very handily.
But we figured out that they were coming from underground somewhere, right?
Yeah. So we were like, let's look at this shrine and then we'll like deal with this. And we heard, I forgot about this. Like that happened. And then we heard a huge crash. And after we were like investigating what you just said, and we found a big 3-taloned footprint. And we were like, is this the King of Feathers? We don't know.
Yep. Yep. Something landed and grabbed something and then left.
Yeah. And it like looked, like a flying animal, like a dinosaur. We don't know.
It was giant.
Very, very large. So that's a little like nugget for later, but just good to point out.
Because, I mean, like, what a cool DM thing to do, to just randomly roll for those things. That's like, because the world's moving without you, right?
Yes, I love how like you and Bardis both talk about that a lot, so I know that you like do it. Or you're like, hold on, I need to roll for something. Like, okay, keep going.
But that's also how you guys get into trouble.
I know.
As you will find out when we cover my campaign.
Please, the amount of stress that I just felt.
Because you don't know. I want to be I don't want to... Anyway, that's getting ahead of ourselves.
Yeah, we're going to have to...
I don't want to reveal a lot of it because you don't know it.
I know. I'm going to push for us to, like, finish the campaign before we start, because I won't be able to hold it together. Get it together. So... we use our wings. We fly south to the island with Moa's shrine, because we I think saw it from above. It's the one that's on the weird lava island. But we knew that there was a shrine there, so we were like, let's go.
Yes, because we saw the commotion like the day before.
Yes. And we got there, and Orvex, one of the guide that we picked up, who used to be working for the Thans, who helps River translate things in Omuan, we translated that it says outside, "Death rewards a thief deceived. Truth comes from the serpent's mouth." And then there's like a big mosaic with Moa the snake fighting an evil jungle monkey. And it says, "Moa teaches us that secrets hide the truth."
Yep.
Mystery.
Yeah, and one of the things I will say about this one that was different from the other ones is that we weren't really expecting to find the puzzle cube there. We were more... It was a long discussion that we had, because like, again, we're glossing over so much that happened and so much that we were talking about, but one of the things that we were worried about is because the Thayans were also going to these temples, that some of them were just gone.
Yes.
And because we were in proximity to this one, we were pretty sure it was gone because they had already raided it. We just wanted to confirm.
Yeah. So we went inside, we got in there. There, like, at this point, there were no Thayans there. Like, nobody was there.
Right.
And inside, we also translated something that said, like, it was a scene. Or, like, panels. So the narration that we got from it was, that night, a Sioux monster broke into Ubteo's palace and stole water from Omuans and hid it in Moa's burrow. Ubteo asked where it was. Moa said, with him. When the Sioux monster found out how Moa had betrayed him, he wanted to catch Moa and eat him. So, just like a little fable. And I didn't have too many notes about the inside of this one, so I asked Bardas. And we did find the cube.
Yes, that was like, but I wanted to like preface it because we didn't use as much caution going into this one because we thought that it was like spent.
Yes. So we were like, there probably won't be as many traps, all this stuff. And the cube was just in the main room. There were 12 statues that looked kind of like archers.
Yes.
And they were illusions. So they weren't actually there. But there were 2 secret rooms, and one of them had another illusion, and the second had the real cube. So, like, everything in this shrine was an illusion, basically.
Yes, because secrets hide the truth.
Oh my goodness. And if anybody touched the illusion cubes, Bardas said, like, the archers would animate and shoot.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, I was like, we didn't touch that.
Yeah, I wasn't about to touch another cube.
Why not? No, I wouldn't ask that. So because we rolled really well. I think like you and Kayleen together rolled really well.
Okay, so we were more just like looking to make sure it was gone, but because of being petrified in the previous one, we didn't touch shit.
No,
we didn't touch anything. We didn't assume we knew what was going on. We were just like, let's make sure that's a fake cube and then get out of here. Is essentially what we were trying to do.
And I did have notes that Kayleen used one of his daily like 5 alchemical uses of true sight.
Yes.
So I think that really helped
just
too.
Like, I mean, that was it. You know.
That's it. So we got a 3rd cube.
Yep, it's in my bag.
Which we did not expect. And then we were like, great. We knew where this shrine was. Let's head back to the palace. So we flew north.
Can I just say like some mirth thoughts out loud about
Please.
Just how incompetent are these like high wizards? I was so confused, like as mirth, but also as a player, as to why.
I know.
We kept seeing all of these guys like fleeing these puzzle rooms, and we would just walk in and think about it and then work together. Like, Mirth has been like trying to figure out why. Like, are they using us to collect these?
Oh my god, I didn't even think of that.
Oh yeah, he's been thinking about it. Like, that's the thing about Mirth. Mirth is not smart, but Mirth like thinks about why people act the way they do all the time.
That was just a me, Lena, being like, I didn't think of that idea.
Because he's like, these are supposed to be some of the most vicious, intelligent, capable wizards in the history of the world, right?
Yes.
And you know, he's been over like maybe they don't work well together because they're so hyperly independent and cruel. Maybe there's something else going on that like is distracting them from actually grabbing these cubes. But the heavy thought that has sat with him for a while is, what if they're using us to collect these?
Oh my god.
Which is why he's holding them.
Mirth, no! Oh my god! Oh my
Isn't it fun when you get the inside thoughts out loud?
No, I don't.
Yes, that's why he's holding all of them.
Oh my god. I had never heard this information.
It's because it was inside. There was no reason to talk about it. Nobody's really taking Mirth's opinion into account on any of the actions we were taking in this city.
Oh my god. Will we ever find out?
But Mirth used his charm to be like, well, I've got a bag of holding. I don't have any personal possessions. So why don't I just hold it? It makes perfect sense. They can't even trace it if it's in the bag of holding, right?
I mean, I don't think they can.
I've
right?
seen them do some crazy shit.
Yeah, but apparently, I don't know. I'm trying to process this new information.
Yeah, but it was around this temple that Mirth started thinking that. Because, like,
oh my god,
we were so sure that they had already taken it. And why would they flee from these places unless they're trying to intentionally bring our attention to it? And they figured out that we can just do the hard work for them.
What a good thought. What a scary thought.
Mm-hmm.
I hate this thought. Holy shit. Okay. So, moving on from that, I'm like not gonna be able to focus. So, we flew back north. There is even more mist today. The mist, I believe, the extra mist is from the King of Feathers. Meta, now we know.
Yes, it was magical.
Yeah, because we
did know that much because I did see invisibility to try to see through it.
You did, and you could tell that it has an illusion and conjuration essence on it. Mm-hmm. So we were like, WTF? But we don't find out about that for a minute here.
Yeah, there's some stuff first.
Stuff that
stuff underground stuff.
Underground darkness. So I forgot about. So we flying through the mist, and then we were in the palace, like, all the areas around the palace is where River thought his family lived. Mm-hmm. So we ended up finding his family's house.
I remember.
And there was a cellar in the house that had his family crest on it. So we all went in there. It was very old. Lots of mold.
Wasn't it like a fish or something?
Yeah. It's like a fish. And I rolled a nat 1 when we were in the cellar. It was so sad.
Yeah.
It was.
Luckily, other people were looking with you.
I know. It was so upsetting. And somebody found the second hidden cellar inside of the first cellar. That was.
Yeah, I don't remember which one of it. Like, it was either Adon with her super special eyes, or like one of like me or Kayleen with special sight.
Yeah, I didn't write down who, but I feel like it might have been Adon because the door was covered in a bunch of mushrooms. That's why it was hidden. So I feel like that's an Adon flavored thing.
Yeah, for sure.
And in there we finally found his family heirloom. So it's like a pitcher that's looks like a carp with like an open mouth.
Fish.
And the statue gives off.
Sorry. Fish. And now I just want to watch that Pokemon streamer.
And is it PM7?
Yeah, PM7.
We love you, PM7. The statue gives off a conjuration essence because it was enchanted previously. Like, the enchantment is quite faded, but it's not enchanted through the weave. It's enchanted by Ubteo.
Like, yeah, like the weave.
Yeah, I was gonna say calamity, but that's not the right universe.
Why did my brain do that too? No, it's the everything that like Kayleen lived through.
And... Like, yeah, before the spell plague.
Mm-hmm.
And it has the same essence as that temporary tattoo on River's hand. That is that Ubteo blessing.
You're just Ubteoing it up in here, man.
That's me, and apparently I look like him, so...
Oh, that's right! We found that out later, didn't we?
I think we found it out from Na, the little prince from Pure
Right,
Saval.
that's why he liked you so much.
Yeah, he's like, you look like Ubteo. I was like, huh? So it's the jug, it's a bottomless jug of water, but it's blessed water. It's like holy water.
So it's like Knott's flask, but water.
Yeah, and River doesn't know what it does yet. He hasn't like tried it out.
You haven't like. I mean, my first instinct, like even as Mirth, my first instinct would be like, pour it, see what happens. Pour.
No, I don't know what the hell I was doing that day, but apparently he was like,
You're River. River doesn't want to.
He doesn't have curiosity like that.
River is not naturally curious.
He's like, I found the thing that I was supposed to find, and I'll use it when the time is right.
Yeah, because like this goes back to all the way back to like being possessed and like Mirth just trying to foster some sense of like curiosity about it and being like, hey, how are you feeling? Do you think this guy has good intentions? Like, what are we thinking about it? And he's like, I'm not really thinking about it at all. And it's just like Mirth was like, I don't understand. Yeah, River has no curiosity whatsoever. I wouldn't say low. There's just none.
He's just like, I meant to know what I meant to know. You know, it has served him for a long time.
Well, I mean, like, if you were to boil down, like, Mirth's personality towards other people, it would be curious.
Mm-hmm.
Like, curious, also, like, very empathetic, but, like, that comes from curiosity. That comes from, like, liking to hear people's stories and being involved in like people's lives and wanting to know how they work, you know? So it's just very opposite.
I know. It's not you know, cuz he's like my first character, so I feel like there's I put a lot of things of myself into him, right, that were like unconscious, and I feel like I don't understand this one as much, you know?
It's a great trait.
It's a great trait.
What a wonderful like character, like
it's a great character trait.
This is not me criticizing. This
no,
is me just
I know
going,
that.
What a cool character trait in a group of people who are curious in their own ways.
And I think something that I appreciate about it is like I don't identify with this trait, but it's so easy to like act.
Oh,
like as like if I look at him, like I mean I've acted him in my play and stuff. Like acting as him, it's so easy for me to act it, but it like is not how I think.
Like,
so I
truly
really
embodies that. Like, don't add to your own suffering. Like
yes,
that sort of like truly Zen mindset of like what is what is, and that's what I'm dealing with.
Yes, and that's exactly like how I made him, because I was like, I want to like make a character who has a mindset that like I would love to have, that I know I probably can never achieve fully, and this is a trait that like stemmed from that, right?
That's nice. Like I think that something I subconsciously put into Mirth is that he is curious out of fear.
Mm-hmm.
It's always, what do you need me to be? So I have to know about you, right? It's a trauma response, right?
Yeah.
So
cool. That was a fun thing to talk about.
You're so cute today.
I know. I'm doing a really good job of like. I don't know what it is. I'm endearing.
Yes, you are.
All right. So, and then the group flew to the palace.
Yes.
So we got that. He didn't try the drug, and then we left.
Yeah, because we kind of spread out and like did a search, and we're looking simultaneously for more like puzzles and temples in that area, and for your house.
Yeah.
And I do remember Mirth insisted, because like everybody's like, we should head for the castle. There's things going on, and Mirth was like, we are in the area that River thinks his family stuff is in.
I know, he really appreciated that, because he was just gonna be like, it's not important right now.
I was like, you know? That is why we originally came to this effing place.
It was literally like the first. That was the first thing. Like that was the only reason River like came with you guys.
Yeah, that was the whole reason you got on that stupid boat. And
oh, that fucking boat, man.
Like, that's a thing that I do appreciate about Mirth, is that he like keeps his promises.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and he's really insistent about it.
If he played Fable 3, he would get the good ending. Yeah. Ho, ho, ho. Oh, ho, ho. Sorry. Okay, so we did all that. We spread out. We were looking for more shrines, but then we got to the palace.
There were no shrines in that area.
And we went inside and we found a mine shaft.
Yep.
And it
was huge.
It was huge.
It was like 20 feet across or something.
And it was recent.
Yeah, it was a recent project.
It was a recent and hasty project.
Mm-hmm.
And it went down super far. And we were like, well, seems like we gotta go down there.
The yellow brick road.
Follow. Oh, hi, Kip. Hi, baby. So we went down and found these big bronze doors with a bunch of snake carvings. So we were like, oh, great. Yum. And we actually, I just made a note, we left off our session for the night.
Right outside the doors. Yeah.
Yes, we were investigating the door, and then you cast See Invisibility. I always write down stuff of like, this is what everyone needs to remember when we're like in the middle of something. So I'd always be like, so-and-so has Death Ward or whatever. Yeah. So you cast See Invisibility. So then the next session we came back and we got the door open and we entered. And right behind it, there were a lot of serpents and Malicens, and they didn't attack us. They asked us for tribute.
Yes.
Or it was tribute, or you get thrown in the snake pit. Was the vibe.
Yep.
So we obviously didn't want to go in the snake pit. So we gave them 100 gold, and that seemed fine. We have thousands of gold.
I was about to say, it was such a pittance. Like, it's so obscene how much gold we have at this point.
Yeah.
But it was such a pittance. They were like, we demand... And you could tell that they were trying to be like, $1 million, right? Like
1 million.
And they were like 100 gold, and we were like, Mirth's a good actor. He was like, that's a lot of gold,
What should we do? So we gave them the gold, and they told us to report to Isar, and we'll see who that is. So there's a few things before we get there. So they were like, go that way, essentially. We were like, okay. So we walked, and there was like a big hallway with a bunch of reliefs, like relief artwork.
Yes.
Lining the walls, covered in like story scenes. Again, kind of like some of the shrines we've been seeing, but different art style.
They had uncovered some sort of old temple.
Yes.
That's really what it felt like as we walked through it.
Yes, like it seemed like very old.
They didn't build this, they uncovered it.
Yeah, and we saw in those scenes like Yuan-ti with Rasnasi's triangle symbol, like the upside down triangle that we saw on those ghasts.
Yep.
Or you guys did, I wasn't there. And there's a bunch of art of Dindar the Night Serpent that I think River recognized who it was, like with a religion check.
That's the one that like crawls under the ground and is real bad.
It's bad. It's bad, and this is a cult.
Yes, this is definitely one of those cults that we saw like the pyre from.
That's right. In the Thayan encampment when we first got into Omu.
Yep.
So that hallway also has a bunch of needle holes in the reliefs.
Traps.
Traps. And there's a black crystal button that I think you could push to activate the traps. So we saw the button, nobody pushed. Not yet.
Good for us.
I know. Good self-restraint. And that's right. I was like, I was having a memory as I was saying this. There was like a weird path after the... Kip is angry. After the relief hallway, you could go like left or right, and they both kind of curved.
Yes.
And there was one way we went first that had like a huge ass boa constrictor.
Yeah.
I had like a fear memory. I don't like snakes.
We went in there and it was like, God, I don't remember. Like, I just remember being like, nope, everybody back up.
It was like at least 15 feet tall. It was like a huge D&D creature. Like 3 by 3 squares at least, if I remember correctly.
Like coiled up.
and it was blocking a door.
Yes.
So we were like, back the fuck up, and we went the other way, and we found Isar, and his title is apparently the Slave Master. So we totally wanted to be friends with him. And he wears a red scarf. He's like a Yuan-ti Malice, and he wears a red scarf, and he just has a hand mirror that he looks into.
He was like Narcissus, man.
Yeah, legit. And
he didn't even really look at us. He just looked in his mirror at himself, at us.
Yeah, it was icky. So, do you remember what you did? Because you did something really awesome.
I just remember, like, immediately, like, pumping him up. That's all I remember.
So you walked into this room and cast mass suggestions. And would you like to...
Because it was slaves and Mirth was really mad.
Yes, would you like to say what you said? It's just 5 words, I think. It's at the top.
Top. I forgot. Yeah, so, like, Mirth gets really angry about mistreatment and stuff. So, anyway, I said, you all work for me now.
Uh-huh. So, I thought you would appreciate that I wrote that down.
I forgot. That's what I used. I just remember that, like, I used some charm ability when we walked in and convinced them to do things for us.
Yeah, so some of them failed. Isar definitely failed, but a few of the other Yuan-ti in the room succeeded.
And were confused by Isar's behavior.
Because,
I remember that.
And they were too scared to stand up to him. So they listened. Oh, are you okay?
It was just Kip. There we go.
Oh, Kip. So they were too scared to stand up to him, and he was charmed. So, like, it worked, which is crazy. And you basically, like, talked to him a bunch and tried to get information from him.
Yes, I remember, like, buttering him up and telling him how beautiful he was and how...
It was gross.
Yeah.
So we found out...
That's what I remember, is feeling gross.
Yeah, it was icky. It was icky snakes. And there were, like... We were in a room with, like, a bunch of hay on the ground, like, for slaves to, like, sleep in, and, like, a bunch of snake skin. It was gross.
So what I remember, truly, is walking into this room, feeling enraged, casting this spell, like, doing something. I remember doing something with charm. And then just feeling like I was putting on the performance of my life because I was so mad. And I was just being as, like, charming as I could possibly be to this man that I was so angry at.
Yeah. It was amazing. So we found out that, like you were saying, like, they're occupying a sacred site that they recovered. And it's of, you know, this cult's own history, but it's still like they didn't make it, the people who are, like, alive now.
Yep.
And there are a lot of power dynamics that are causing issues because Isar said the Ba-Re is helpful, or at least he was.
Yes, there was. So basically what I found out is because I put myself in a position of, like, authority, but also buttered this guy up, I found out there were, like, politics happening in this camp.
Yeah.
That was possible for us to use in some way. Like, there was definitely 2, like, leaders that people were behind that was, like, old school, new school.
And we find out that the Ba-Re that he's talking about is Ras Nsi, who is, like, we've been hearing about this whole campaign.
Yes.
So, like, the Ba-Re who, like, fell from grace and got his powers taken away and then found a source of new necromantic power.
You want to know a fun secret? Fun
I do.
I never put that together. Oh no.
Oh my god.
Mirth never realized how important this person was. He's so stupid.
Oh my god, because River was like, fucking Ras Nsi's here, because, like, this is all, like, his lore and
that
stuff.
Explains so much about Mirth's behavior when we entered that room versus y'all's behavior when we entered that room.
We're not getting there today, but like this is great.
Oh my god.
We're learning so much today.
That's why I adore Mirth. I adore playing Mirth because I was playing as Mirth, never put it together.
I know, it's like the same thing I was saying about like River never fucking thought to like pour water out of the jug. Oh my god, okay.
So Mirth spent all his time convincing Isar to bring us to this king that they had.
Yes.
This old king. And that's the only thing that was happening in Mirth's head was like, this is your leader who seems to be weakened in some way. Why don't we talk to them?
Yeah, so Mirth is focusing on that, but he also found out a bunch of other shit. So I actually wrote down like a lot of quotes from Isar.
Okay.
Weirdly, some days I write stuff and like
hey, it's probably useful.
I mean,
I can't believe I didn't realize that was Rasnasi.
Dude, it was fucking Rasnasi. Like, just wait. Okay, so another quote I have.
Just demolish that room.
I know. Don't tell them.
It's okay. They don't know yet. You'll find out. You'll find out.
You have no idea. What? So,
I hope Bartis is laughing really hard.
I'm sure they are. Like, I'm sure, like, Buck is also laughing. Like, it's so.
I just have to take a second because this is a big bad that was like built up the whole time. It was like from the first time we went in the jungle. We've been hearing about this guy.
We've been seeing his symbol everywhere. Okay, so I'm gonna keep going.
D&D, y'all. D&D.
Isar also said, I should tell you that I cannot bring harm to Fenthaza. So Fenthaza, what you were just alluding to, Fenthaza is the other person in power.
Yes.
So she is a priestess of Dindar, the Night Serpent.
Yes, who's like basically vying for... We found out through this, like vying to like take over because Rasnasi is weak as a leader.
Yes, so originally they were working together.
Yes.
And Rasnasi, like, got his powers taken away by Ubteo and then needed to, like, convalesce, essentially. And she brought him here, and he's hidden away with his champion, whose name is Sekalok, and his concubines. Ew. And now they're, like, not agreeing on what needs to happen. So Isar answers to both of them, and he says he can't help us, like, with talking to them. That's, like, not his business. And Fenthaza's whole goal is trying to bring Dindar back, who was, quote, wrongfully imprisoned by a primordial war. Seems bad.
Yeah, Dindar's supposed to be, like, bad news.
Yes, bad. Like, Rasnasi's been around a long time, too.
He's like a world eater
kind
of creature. Yeah.
He's very bad. And she is apparently close to doing this, and would apparently be, like, even closer if Rasnasi hadn't stopped helping, because he's pretty ill, apparently.
Yes, there's something wrong with him.
Yeah, like, we at this point don't know what it is.
No, like, I just remember, like, from this conversation, like, he's a sick king. You have a sick king and a meddling priestess.
Yeah, and they're not agreeing on what to do. And if the Thayans are also messing with her stuff, apparently. If the Thayans weren't here messing around, she would be farther along. So Isar is saying that his problems are, like, he corrals the slaves. They're low on slaves right now, so the blood baths are low, is his big, like, yeah, it's gross. And that's part of the thing that they need for this. And Mirth told them that our secret mission is to cure Rasnasi. I didn't remember that you fucking said this.
Yeah, I did.
It's a very secret mission.
Mm-hmm.
I'm only telling you because you're my best friend.
Yeah.
Right. And so Isar was like, perhaps I could convince you of an alternative for our own profit. You might want to talk to Fenthaza first. She wants to capitalize on the fall of Ras Nsi, and we would be rewarded. But you said who has the better potential to lead Dindar's return. And Isar said whoever controls the oracle and power to draw more followers. He prefers Fenthaza, but he was like, whoever can have more followers can do it.
Yep. I basically got this guy to spill everything.
Yeah, he just literally talked at us for like half an hour.
But I did a good job coaxing him.
Oh my god, you did amazing. And his other like people that were there were just like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, because I think I cast my suggestion in such a way that it would be like a week.
I think so. That sounds right.
I don't think I like super upcast it like I did with the gargoyle guys.
Yeah, I think you at least did it so it would be like more than a day.
Yes, because I did not want it to be only 8 hours.
No, nobody needs that because we didn't know how long we would be down here. And so we like found out about all these really complex power dynamics going on. We all obviously didn't have a chance to discuss what we wanted to do yet, stuff like that. But there were riffs that we could use possibly to our advantage. Because, like, I think at this point, all of us were like, well, what's the thing we don't want? This serpent to come back, right?
Yeah, I mean, it was put to us that this is like a very evil god. And it would be bad. And these are evil people. Like, obviously, they have like blood baths of like slaves, and
yeah, we wanted to like get the slaves out of there and all that stuff. So we were like, okay,
we were trying to figure out sorry, I just made myself sad.
I know.
The best way to get rid of like this cult and all the harm it was causing.
Yeah, and so then to kind of end off the conversation, Mirth asked Isar, like, okay, well, we need to figure out what we want to do and everything, but first I think I want to hear from Ras Nsi, so can you take us to him? And that's where we'll end our session today.
I know, like, I want to keep going.
We cannot, like...
But we can't because...
so much happens.
Yes, so many things happen. And I just, like... There's a lot that we need to talk about in terms of character reaction to things that happen, because there's like some horrible things that happen, but there's also a major backstory stuff that happens, and then there's like this stupid thing that happens with Killian and Mirth that's scarring. Like, so
I know.
Yeah, there's a lot to talk about. I'm really, really excited to get to this, because like this is like us finally like dipping toes into like big things.
Big things, big magic.
Big fights.
Mm-hmm. There's a big combat about to happen.
There's a huge secret that Mirth finds out about his past. Unpleasantly.
Y'all are not ready.
You're not ready for the betrayal of this next segment. But yeah. So I'm really excited to talk. I'm it's like makes me want to play so bad.
I know. I
still can't believe I didn't know it was forever. It was so stupid. I love my dumb bard so much.
I know. I love it when you like find stuff out that you're just like, my character didn't consider this for a minute. Like, it's just not on the brain. I love it when you get that far into character, though. That's my favorite.
Fun. Because, like, I'm sitting here like, it was the Rasmus. Wait, I wouldn't have done those things if I had put together that person.
Yes, so let's just act with reckless abandon instead, because...
Oh my god. All right, well... doing my best, you know?
Yeah, I think we're all doing our best.
Yeah, so we'll pick up with what happens when we meet one of the big bads of this campaign.
Yep.
And gosh, so many things happen.
I know, I'm gonna struggle to, like, cut off in my notes for next session.
You know, I mean, it's okay. Like, we haven't done one that's, at, you know, our hour 15 or so, or hour and a half.
Or hour 16. Yeah, I'll try and make sure it encompasses what we need it to encompass.
We'll be back to talk about what we're gonna talk about next week. But first,
a word from our characters. Love this show? Of course you do. Want to learn more? I mean, who wouldn't? Well, you've come to the right bard. This is Mercutia's Market with your host, me, Mercutia, Claudius, Titania, Banco, Ulysses, Falstaff, and yes, I did make the name myself. If you have questions for your wonderful hosts, or me, or anyone else you've heard on the podcast, but mostly me, email us at queerdicerolls, that's ROLES, at Obroris, that's OBRORIS, archives.com. If you wish, you can send these poor, tired queers the funds for their iced oat lattes through our Ko-fi Queer Dice Rolls. Be sure to follow us on all your favorite platforms. If you'd like to peruse these or any other links, check out our Linktree. This week, we want to thank Z, Kip, and Kiddo for putting up with us having a recording studio in the house. You're gorgeous, and we love you. That's all for now, but I'll be back next week. Ta-ta! You've been listening to Queer Dice Rolls with Flint and Lena.
Have you ever gotten so far into character that you didn't realize something, or did something you normally wouldn't do?
Don't forget to send us a message on Instagram or Buzzsprout. We'd love to hear from you.
The two of us will be back next week with the continuing tale of the Dragon Stunners.
But until then, take this inspiration die, just in case!
Bye, y'all.